a lot of time on the internet is bad for your mental health. I don't recommend it, and I have been spending a lot less time on the internet over the past year, to the point where I think I've reduced my screen time down to probably about 4 to 5 hours a day, 6 at the absolute maximum. And I still manage to come across some of the worst clips I've ever seen in my entire life. And today, while I was in the process of writing a Hazbin Hotel video, I took a small break to look over Reddit, and I came across this clip. It's only a minute long, it's not very long. I'm just gonna show it to you in its entirety, and then we're gonna talk about it.
And now I'm gonna turn it around.
No, that actually is scary. Why are you doing that? Oh my gosh. What are you doing? Please stop. What? Wait, what are you doing? Stop. That dude. How did you get in the house? That is sketchy as fuck. Great, where's the... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's not great. That's not great. Where's Bray? Oh, there she is. There she is.
I want to make one thing perfectly clear with this clip and where it's concerned. In no reality would this woman, or any woman, ever tolerate her husband showing up to an all-girls trip. And she shouldn't. Nobody should ever tolerate that. But for some reason, she has decided that she's going to crash this all guys trip and just be a little bit of a nuisance, which is probably one of the most frustrating things you can do to your partner. One of the biggest things that I learned over the course of my life when it comes to relationships is, even though you are with someone, even though it's you and that person against the world, you guys need your own time. You need time alone. You need time with your friends. You need time away from your partner. If you are shoved up each other's ass all the time, it's gonna cause problems. It always causes problems. And I think that a lot of people don't realize how many problems it causes, because people think, oh, I'm married. Oh, I'm engaged. Oh, I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years. We should do everything together. No, you shouldn't. There should be things that you guys do separately. There should be times where you're not around each other, because the truth of the matter is that when you're always with someone 24/7, it becomes a problem. My best friend, when I was in high school, when we were 18, we moved in together. And within 6 months of moving in together, we went from basically never having a fight or an argument to arguing almost every single day. Because we were always in each other's spaces, we were always in each other's faces, because, I mean, we loved each other, not like romantically, but we loved each other. We were best friends, we wanted to be around each other, and we realized that all the fun that we had, all the exciting times that we had with each other was because we got a chance to take a break from the other person. I never really understood the implications of that until much later in my life, but it even happened with my ex-wife. We loved each other. We would spend a lot of time together, but we would also find the time to separate, right? She would go and she would write her novel and I would play my video games, or she would have times where she would go hang out with her work friends, and I didn't really have any IRL friends at the time. The more things changed, the more they stayed the same. But the point is that separation is important. And a boys trip, a guy's trip, or a girl's trip is made for the sole purpose of you and your friends to leave behind your real life and go somewhere else. I wanted to kind of go through some of the comments on this Reddit thread with you, because I think that it is incredibly important that we get some other insights. We have this person here says, my friend's wife is like this, doesn't trust him despite him never having given her a reason not to. She showed up once at a boys' weekend, just like the woman in the OP, the original video. She took a train for 3 hours to get there, then took a cab to the Airbnb we had rented. We were sitting around after a day of golf when we heard heard her knocking on the door. She acted like it was a quote fun surprise for him that she joined us. Then the next day, she asked him if they could spend the day together instead of him joining us for golf again. Started a huge fight, and he eventually told us to go without him because the golf was already bought and paid for. He's still married to her, but she managed to completely alienate him from all of his friends, and now they spend 100% of their time together. We haven't hung out with him in years. Just get the occasional message in our group chat so we know he's still alive. This person says, I'd be so fucking annoyed. Decided the surprise is just another way of saying I do not trust you. This one says, oh man, the boys are going to be talking about her for a long time after this. Every time they go anywhere, he's going to have to hear, is your wife going to be showing up? Let me go check the other rooms, make sure your wife isn't hiding in them, yada, yada, yada. This one just says whack, which, you know, I agree. So when I first saw it and before I read the comments, I was like, this doesn't feel right. None of this feels right. And I'm glad that I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm glad that I'm being vindicated here, because I would be personally pissed. I would be so fucking mad if I said, hey babe, I'm going off on a guy's trip. It's just going to be me and my friends. We're going to go hang out. We're going to be gone for a week. I love you. Kisses, bye. And then 1, 2, 3 days in, whatever the case may be, she just shows up as a quote fun surprise. I would be fuming mad, because that's my time. That's my time with my friends. The thing is, I'm in a relationship with you. We're most likely spending a lot of time together. We're spending a lot of time together. We're doing a lot of things together. We can hang out when I get back. This is my time to be with my boys, to be with my friends, to be somewhere where you're not involved. And that's just what people need from time to time. But a lot of the comments were bringing up trust issues, and that's really, again, what it boils down to. Someday I want to make like this huge video about the concept of trust in relationships and how nobody really trusts their partner, and it's causing y'all to have bad relationships. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I feel is just a problem. It's a problem. Why are you with your partner if you don't trust them? That is always my number one question. If you think that your partner is capable of cheating on you, why are you with your partner? Why did you date them for so long? Why are you married to them? I do not understand people who constantly stay with people that they don't trust. And I'm sorry, but driving 4 fucking hours to go and interrupt the quote boys trip is psycho behavior. That is absolute psycho behavior. I am so sick and tired of watching people do these things to their partners. I have no doubt in my mind that you probably spend like 80% of your time with him when he's back at home, right? You and him probably go out to dates, y'all go to dinners, to restaurants, I don't like to say drag. You bring him to go shopping with you. There is no reason for you to infringe upon this. I think it's kind of one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen, that she obviously doesn't trust him. She obviously doesn't respect him, and it's just bullshit. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, a great big special thank you to my channel members for tossing me an extra couple dollars a month in support. If you want to find out how to do that, then go ahead and click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.